The rough name of this video is going to be How Did Trump Win the Presidency? And it's not that hard to imagine how. Trump did some things, though this video just might be short. Trump did some great things. The number one thing that he did was he listened to the people. That's very important. What did he listen to? He definitely listened to everyone that didn't like Mexicans. So when he said that he was going to build a wall, that's what people wanted. He said he had his own money. People, they got behind that. He doesn't need to take money from corporations, donors, lobbyists, whatnot. He got his own money. He's got $10 billion. He's more than wealthy. He's going to finance his own campaign. People get behind that kind of power, that kind of strength. They want that. They love that. They need that. They crave that. And when it comes to doing other things, Trump was very good at that. He listened to their dismay at the Middle East, dismay at the Muslims. He listened to the rhetoric about hating socialism. He also, while hating the socialism, he also listened to Bernie Sanders and the progressive youth that got behind Sanders. He also knew that the only people that was going to really vote for Hillary were just the basic Democrat voter. That's it. Those who are roughly 50 and up, or maybe 45 and up, and they only vote the party. They don't think about anyone else. He knows that everyone's galvanized into believing that throwing your vote away is voting a third party or not voting at all. So he knew that he could just ignore Hillary and just say one thing that Bernie was going on, and that was getting money out of politics. When he said that, he got the ears of the progressive youth. But it's going to take a lot more than just that rhetoric. He knew that because all they wanted to do was vote Sanders. When Lessig was booted out, it was almost a void until Sanders showed up. Trump, he made sure to always mention that the corporations are just running amok, ruining the country. Oh, here was a lot of that, a whole lot of that. He did a marvelous job in making sure of that. Problem is, the people didn't know about Trump. They didn't know that once things got real tough, he started begging these corporations for money. The people didn't know that his son asked Iran twice for money, and Iran told him, fuck off, twice. So the public didn't know, so the public can't say. That's how the game is usually played when it comes to them versus us. But everyone got behind Trump. Trump he's already famous. His name is everywhere. You know him. No, even if you never saw him, you know him. Therefore, it's going to stick in your head. He had that. And when Hillary, all of her skeletons came out, that was a deal sealer because no true progressive was going to vote Hillary. And they all must have, and I don't know, but they all must have had this in mind. I would rather vote for the bigoted, racist jackwad that's going to get money out of politics instead of the corporate shill and establishment weakling of Hillary Clinton. They all had to think something like that. That's the only way that they're going to vote for Trump the way they did. And yet he still got less votes than any typical Republican. People were just sitting out of this election. They were. That's all that happened. People sat out of this election. Why? Because their person wasn't there. They wanted Hillary, but Hillary was just not for them. Trump jumped on that. Something else that might have happened when they had their debate and Trump said, hey, I went to the black neighborhoods. I talked to them, but you didn't. You didn't have the time, and that's okay. And Hillary's retort was, I didn't go there, and I don't care because I was learning to be president. Getting ready to be president was more important than going to visit black people and seeing what she could do. Now, that is just downright foolhardy. That's foolhardy because getting ready to be president is getting to know the public, getting to know the people, getting to know everything around you. That's part of being president. That is part of being president. And Hillary turned her back to it. She turned her back to what it takes to be president. So it's a contradiction. It's a bold lie to say, I didn't go see black people because I was getting ready to be president. Oh, no, you weren't. Trump was getting ready to be president, although he didn't want to win. You know Trump didn't want to win. I know he must have leaked all that crap about himself. Just slowly and surely, he leaked all that mess trying to get out of it because he knew it was way over his head. Carson and the others were just trying to get book deals. They're trying to get their name up in lights a little bit more so they can make millions off their books, and they did. Trump was trying to do the same thing, get his brand going again. Now that he's president, that's a different story. He's definitely going to have others running that presidency for him because when you're a businessman, you can't run an entire corporation. You get others to do it for you, and you just take in all the money. You take in all the credit. That's going to be the only thing he can do. We got 4 years to change our minds, to learn, and maybe choose a better person. Maybe not ignore the third party so much. Maybe we should, listen. Because these candidates, they're not gods. They're not anything like that. They're people. They're you. They're me. They just had a better stroke in life. So listen to the people. Listen to those that's going to be leading you. Because right now, your leader is someone that only listens to the people just enough to get what he wants. And he's only going to listen to the other people, more important than you, financially. And they're going to tell him what things to cut. And it sure as hell isn't going to be taxes for you. I know you thought so. But when you vote for somebody based on racism, hatred, and then fear of the other, what you've done is voted in what we're going to have for 4 years. And currently, before he's even president, there are people and kids who are afraid to go to school. They're being ran away from areas. It's just racism all over the place. It's emboldened and it's out once again. Welcome back, everyone. It is 1953. I hope you're happy because Donald Trump is making America great again. Thank you for listening.